When you are changing the way you purchase healthcare, there are always some bumps in the road. Most are solved with clear communication and good vendor choices to start with. There are 3 pitfalls to avoid. Too much change too quickly, lack of commitment to the changes that you just made, and doing nothing. My name is Allison DePauli, and I help CEOs and executive teams that know that they have a health plan problem, but don't know how to solve it. Healthcare is personal to people, and they can get pretty upset quickly when you change something, anything in a health plan. The key to successful change is to over-communicate the changes and to manage expectations. I talked in the earlier videos about noise. There's going to be some noise when you make change. Be prepared about how to talk about this with your employees. That will help take the noise level down. And remember, they have families and budgets and want high quality at a good price also. Leverage that. And always communicate that the first goal is not to lower cost. It is access to high quality care with a clear definition of what high quality care is. It's not nice wallpaper. It's not a great receptionist. It's not a good bedside manner. It is good skills with good outcomes and low complication rates. That is the definition of a good provider. As an industry, insurance, healthcare, all of us have done an awful job of communicating what a good provider is and how to find one. Our most successful clients work with a roadmap of changes that are implemented over 3 to 5 years. And I say that as someone whose favorite expression is change. If I had my way, every health plan would go from no employer control to complete employer control in 5 minutes. The reality is that this is not necessarily the best choice. We create roadmaps with the changes we feel will be most effective and with a timeline. We almost always adjust the timeline. Sometimes we speed it up and sometimes we slow it down. 2020 was a bit of an unusual year. For most employers, we didn't make the changes that we planned on. And for a few others, we moved more quickly. A roadmap will keep you on the right path and at a timeline that works for you and can be adjusted as you need it adjusted. We talk a lot about how you should treat your health plan like every other area of your business. Decide your budget, decide your quality metrics, what skills and capabilities your vendors need to have, typical project management stuff, right? However, healthcare is much more personal, and I think you will find a more flexible approach works the best. The second main problem is not making a commitment to the change. More than once, I have seen an employer go full force and make radical changes to their plan, from completely carrier controlled into reference-based pricing where you have to do this or you get a balance bill and there's no communication or very little communication about how that works, and people freak out, understandably. You will have a lot of noise. Then you decide that the change wasn't worth it and run right back to an environment where you have no control because you have no noise. In this instance, you will have caused yourself huge headaches for nothing. You will have caused a huge disruption to your workforce. You probably didn't save very much money that first at bat, and you will still be feeding the healthcare tapeworm, as Warren Buffett calls it. Be thoughtful by all means, but don't stop until you get to the place you want to be. It can take 3 or 4 or 5 years. It's okay. As long as you're working in the direction that you want to and that works for your culture, you'll be in a good place. So I'm sure that many of you know about Haven, the joint venture between Amazon, Berkshire Hathaway, and Chase Bank that was recently disbanded. After the venture was disbanded, Warren Buffett said, "Well, we tried to fight the tapeworm and the tapeworm won." That's not an incapable man, right? But I do not agree with that. I don't believe it has to be that way for you. There are employers all across the United States who are doing well in containing their costs and enhancing their benefits plan. Join the club.